So as a nation, we have to decide whether the Senate will be under the thumb of Malacanang. And now that it is very clear to us that the biggest ever corruption scandal is the flood control scandal, if it's acceptable to us that we witnessed this morning the biggest cover-up committee hearing of our generation. Early this morning or late last night, I sent a letter to our legitimate Secretary of the Senate. Legitimate because if you follow the rules, hindi siya pwedeng tanggalin kung walang 13 at hindi pwedeng palitan kung wala rin 13. So I'll make that clear, ha? Senate President Pro Temp, Senate President, Secretary of the Senate, o SAA, kailangan niyan 13 ang botong ilagay, 13 ang boto pag tinanggal. Hindi nila sinunod yan. So meaning, hindi legitimate si Attorney Bantug, no? So having said that, ayaw namin maipit yung mga empleyado. So I sent him a letter to talk with Attorney Bantug and nag-offer kami kung gusto ni Senator Win, pareho na lang kami pipirma kahit walang designation. So I think the letter was delivered mga 8 a.m., a little bit past 8. Ang sagot nila noong 12 o'clock is that hindi na siya secretary at mag-turnover na lang. So I really want to avoid sa dami ng problema ng ating bansa that we have to write land bank, maipit yung sweldo ng mga empleyado and everything. And I'll never bend the law, nor will I bend the Constitution, but I will bend backward for our employees para hindi sila maipit sa gulo for as long as it doesn't bend the law. Diba? So kung internal rules or regulation that is not attached to law or it is not morally wrong, that's why I thought of my staff thought of the idea na pag pareho nakapirma para eventually pag nagkaroon ng decision, walang legal infirmity. And it will also prevent yung magfilean yung dalawang kampo ng usurpation. Diba? Kasi of course, as far as I'm concerned, nag-usurp ng authority si Senator Win because he's not really the acting president, pababa. Pero maraming ang problema ang ating bansa, why don't we focus on that? So, apparently, because ayaw nila pumayag, dalawa Senado natin ngayon. You have the Senate of the Philippines and you have the Senate of Malacanang. No? So, yung Senate of Malacanang had the hearing kanina and you have two Blue Ribbons Committee. Yung isa ay Committee de Absuelto na ang kanyang main work is paano i-absuelto yung mga high officials ng ating bansa at yung isa naman na seeking the truth. So am I saying lahat ng sabihin ng 18 ex-Marines ay completely true? No. What I'm saying is nga, give them a chance. I heard they have other evidence, including videos. I heard that if they come out and there's a full support na nararamdaman, may iba pang mga witnesses na may mga dokumento, may mga ebidensya na lalabas din. So as a nation, we have to decide whether the Senate will be under the thumb of Malacanang. And now that it is very clear to us that the biggest ever corruption scandal is the flood control scandal, if it's acceptable to us that we witnessed this morning the biggest cover-up committee hearing of our generation. Diba? So ganun lang kasimple yon. So in the same manner na nag-propose kami na parehong pipirma, I have not talked to Senator Marcoleta, so hindi ko alam kung papayag siyang dalawa silang chairman or whatever, but we have to find a solution that yung mga witnesses ay makakapunta ng malaya na protektado ng batas at independent yung Senate. Having said that, mahaba panahon, as I said kanina, let's focus on Mindanao and on the relief and rehabilitation, especially kung may mga lives that are at stake now because dun sa mga buildings, I don't think all of us fully know the extent. So far nakikita lang natin yung mga videos, no. So hanggang dun lang muna, we will continue with our meetings. We will focus muna on Mindanao. I am not sure when the next hearing ng Blue Ribbon led by the subcommittee by Senator Marcoleta is I'm expecting to know soon, but definitely knowing what's happening in Mindanao will have an impact on our decision kasi priority yon.
Okay, questions from Janice Cosio. Jane Minor.
Sir,
Yes.
good afternoon po.
Good afternoon.
Dalawa lang sir, yung comment nyo sa resign call sa inyo and sabi po ng Malacanang kanina, open si BBM na magpatawag na special session ng Congress. Lalo na po, nabanggit nyo na rin yung nangyari sa Mindanao kanina. And paano po yun kung magkakaroon ng special
Unahin ko yung
Congress?
special session, okay?
Yes po.
So, I had 2 communications with them sa Malacanang. And both cases, sinabi nila sa akin, hindi pa handa yung mga bills na gusto nilang ipapasa para dun sa uplift. So, biglang nung nagpalit ang majority, biglang kailangan ng special session dahil may bills na. Actually, kung may official silang bills, dapat na i-file na yon para na-refer na sa committee, di ba? So, sabi nila, inaayos pa nila. But having said that, kung bigla nilang naayos from the time I had discussions with them, may LEDAC, pinospone nila the day before, tinawagan ako ng secretary na head, and then sabi niya, sir, pwede ba ituloy bukas? Sabi ko, kayo nag-postpone, ready ako. Tapos hindi rin naman nila tinuloy. Yung sinasabing magtrabaho tayo, nagtatrabaho kami, ready kami magtrabaho. Sila nag-walk out, kaya nagkaroon din kami ng parliamentary tool na ginamit. Sinasabi ni Senator Lacson paulit-ulit, and I feel bad for the generals and I apologize in behalf of the whole Senate, both the majority and minority. But nakita nyo naman, after nila kinonvene illegally ang session, ano bang ginawa nila? Nag-adjourn sila sine die. Ang calendar natin pwede pa hanggang Friday. Hindi naman nila tinuloy yung session ng Thursday, Friday. Sasabi nilang mga gusto nilang ipasa eh. So ang problema natin sa kabila ay double standard. Iba ang sinasabi, iba ang ginagawa. So doon naman sa nananawagan na mag-resign, as I said, pag-usapan na lang natin in a few days after yung focus tayo sa Mindanao, but especially yung mga former presidents, yung mga nagkampi-kampi na mga Marcos na rin, papasalamat ako sa inyo sa call nyo na mag-resign ako bilang Senate President kasi ibig sabihin, nire-recognize nyo pa rin ako as Senate President. Kasi kung hindi nyo na ako nire-recognize as Senate President, ba't kayo nananawagan na mag-resign ako as Senate President? Di ba?
Sir, kung gamitin ng Malacanang itong nangyari sa Mindanao,
No,
patawag na special
any special session that will redound to the good of the Filipino people is welcome. The special session is in the Constitution. Yung ginawa namin nung bago matapos yung bago mag-sinedie is precisely because aagawin nila yung committees at kailangan matuloy yung hearing tungkol sa Blue Ribbon. Having said that, Mindanao is now. Diba? They need the attention now. So if there's needed legislation, good. We will meet right away. If not, then tulong-tulong tayo. But aside from that, let's remember that the committees can continue to work. Nung pinauwi ni Senator Win, nung Thursday, yung mga empleyado, may Senate hearing pa si Senator Pia. So hindi totoo na hindi nagtatrabaho. Wala tayong dapat conflict kung may kailangan yung ating bansa. Whether it's legislation, whether it's a meeting na LEDAC, dapat tanggalin ng politika pagdating na ng I say politika, but it's an issue of graft and corruption. But what I meant is that it's a political issue vis-a-vis a more urgent. They're both important, but what's more urgent? You can postpone a hearing. You cannot postpone a rescue mission. You cannot postpone yung paghatid ng mga relief, di ba? And then, yun nga, hindi natin nararamdaman pa ng husto, pero the economic crisis is here. And every month until the end of the year, it'll get much worse before it gets better. Because nga, tuloy-tuloy ang problema sa Middle East, di ba? So maraming tinatamaan dyan. Supply chain, presyo ng dollar sa peso, presyo ng diesel at ng gasolina, kakulangan ng fertilizer, taas ng presyo ng fertilizer, desisyon ng Vietnam at saka ng Decision muna ng India kung bibigyan tayo ng magbebenta ng fertilizer, decision ng India at saka ng Vietnam kung magbebenta ng bigas o hindi, decision ng Indonesia whether mag-export sila ng coal o hindi. All of these are kumbaga sa relo are moving parts na walang makakahula o makakapredict. So in that sense, kailangang magtulong-tulong talaga yung ating bansa. Kaya naman nandun pa rin on the plate yung graft and corruption kasi kahit anong plano natin sa economic crisis, kung ninanakaw pa rin yung pera, then mahirapan pa rin tayo lahat. No?